Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn, joined by the insane Daryl Wayne. Hello, Daryl.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're here. He's keeping up all the buttons and concentrating. And how was Albuquerque?
It was great. We had a great time. We were there for the showing of the Seeds Pushing Too Hard film and got to introduce Neil Norman, who wrote, directed, and produced the film for G&P Crescendo Records. If you get a chance, it's a great documentary. Pushing Too Hard, the story of the Seeds, which was a garage rock band in L.A.
In the 70s, wasn't it?
60s.
60s, oh my.
Pushing Too, a great single. They were
pushing
right
too hard,
the,
pushing too hard. Okay,
right
I
in front
remember.
of the flower power.
Got it.
Of the psychedelic era.
Well, I remember the song. I remember the Seeds. Dr. Hans Kugler is with us, and we are live on Periscope right now. Mm-hmm. So we're on Periscope. If you are listening to us on Periscope or watching us on Periscope, write a question, and we will ask it of our next guest. Our next guest is our friend Scott-Garell. He was with us a couple of months ago, and he is the CEO of Goodshop, which is a very, very interesting organization. Scott, welcome back to Late Night Health. Tell us what Goodshop is all about.
Sure. Goodshop is a place where you can get great deals and save money at over 30,000 major national merchants like Amazon, Staples, Macy's, Expedia, etc. But the best part is when you shop with us, a percent of your purchase price at thousands of stores can go back to your favorite charity or school and make the world better. So as we move into the holiday season, we know that Americans are going to be spending something like $105 billion online during the holiday shopping season. And we say, why not save money and have part of that go back to make a big impact on the world?
There have been studies to show that if you give to charity, it makes you feel good. Dr. Hans, if you feel good, are you healthier?
Absolutely. No question about the peace of mind, and the feeling good is the number one thing important.
And so it reduces stress levels and things like that.
Right. But we recently, we've defined anti-aging, as I talked a little bit before. It's a combination of different anti-aging modalities, and in order of decreasing priorities, number one comes exercise. Number two is detoxing, and then the connection, right, to your mind, environment, stress, and so on, because that's very important. Any time you're under stress, or you relieve the stress, it affects telomere lengths. Those are the extensions at the end of your DNA molecules that are connected directly to aging.
And Scott, I'll bet you didn't know that.
I did not, but theoretically. Yeah.
So, how did you come up with Goodshop, and why?
So the idea came actually from our founders, JJ and Ken Ramberg. But I think the idea was this: that e-commerce is a huge, huge category, and so many people are doing it. Saving money online is a big category as well. Something like 120 million Americans are going to use a digital coupon to save money when you shop. But the best part is that the thought was how do you bring philanthropy back to an everyday activity that people do? 120 million Americans are using digital coupons. How do you bring philanthropy back to that activity? And so we've come up with a way of doing just that, saving money, making an impact, and as the doctor said, feeling better, because people, when they give back to causes, they are all about, being fulfilled and feel a sense of purpose in their lives. They also feel good for what they do due to a cause.
If you want to ask Scott a question, we're recording, actually broadcasting live on Periscope. Our friend and associate producer Kevin Stern is running the camera on his phone. If you have a question for Scott, let us know. Just type it in, and we'll ask Scott right now, or Dr. Hans Kugler. If you have a question for either of them, Kevin will let us know, and we'll announce it here on the air. We'll read it on the air. Scott, how did you get into philanthropy? What got you into that?
Yeah, I'd say a few different things. First and foremost, sort of feel fortunate to have had an upbringing where, I was able to go to a good university and be successful professionally. And with that, raising 3 kids in the world, I'm on a nonprofit board and have kind of seen impact there. And I just think fundamentally, fact is that we all have a responsibility to give back in whatever way we can to make the planet better. And so for me, being able to tie together the notion of a business, that we are a for-profit business, that also can help people make them happier, basically, by saving them money and giving back, it was something that was very fulfilling to me.
And you became the CEO. I mean, you are the CEO.
Right, about
JJ,
5 years.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I started about 5 years ago. The company started about 9 years ago.
Gotcha. So you've been with it for 5 years. What did you do before?
Sure. I used to run some larger internet companies. If you've heard of ask.com, it used to be Ask Jeeves, and dictionary.com was in the portfolio I managed. So I've done that, and even further back, worked at City Search, which was kind of like a Yelp, and then before that, Clorox, a big packaged goods company. Clorox
as in bleach?
That's right. My whites were whiter.
Oh, my goodness. So how do I know if I buy a sweater for my sister, which I'm not, by the way, but if I buy a sweater for my sister, how do I know what's going to go to a charity of my choice?
Sure. So when you go into goodshop.com, first thing you need to do is you would register, and then immediately it would ask you for a charity. We have 114,000 nonprofits and schools in our database, and so you would sign up and pick one. And then when you went to any of our 30,000 online stores, if you then did went to their page, let's say you typed in the page at Macy's or what have you, you would see in the upper left-hand corner the percent of the purchase price that would go back to your charity or school. Right now, it's 3.5% on Macy's. Plus, again, you'd see 100 deals or so where you can save money at Macy's as well. And so then once you transact, we're sort of passing a piece of code over to Macy's that they know that you came from Goodshop and you were supporting the charity that you designated previously. And then once that transaction is complete, you get an email back from us saying, thank you so much. You've donated $4 or $10 from your purchase back to this charity.
So everybody makes everybody happy.
That's right.
Good idea.
It's a really good idea. And at the same time, what kind of discounts off the regular Macy's or Amazon pricing would I get? Can I expect?
It really varies, and it's subject to the merchant, but I would say on any given day you find coupons for 10 or 20% off, free shipping, and sometimes, a great deal higher than that.
That's very good. That's very good. How did JJ come up with this? We were going to talk to JJ, but you and I bonded a couple of months ago, so you came back on, so I appreciate that. How did she come up with the idea for Goodshop?
JJ was a reporter, and still is, but she was working for CNN at the time, covering Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans and the tragedy there. And she and her brother at that time were looking at the tragedy. We're looking at all the money that Google was making in search. This is the middle part of last decade, and just said, "Gosh, why don't we create a way?" This is the initial project to have people search the web and give back every time they do it. So our initial product, which is still around, is called Good Search, which is Yahoo-powered web search where a penny a search can go back to your favorite nonprofit school. So they launched that and got a lot of nonprofits and schools on board, got some press, and pretty quickly proved that people will do things that they do ordinarily, but also do things that give back at the same time. So basically tying a simple action into making the world better.
Reporters are supposed to be observers, but JJ got involved.
That's right. I think that she, wanted to make a difference. She had volunteered and worked for nonprofits. Her brother is philanthropic as well. He's on the board of some. So I think it's all about trying to use the power of technology and the power of people wanting to make a difference, but not taking them out of the way. We think our product is, Goodshop is just as good, if not better, than any other coupon site that's out there. But what makes it different is not only do you save money, but you can actually make a difference in the world.
Coupons are the American way of shopping. I mean,
they are.
People love coupons. They really do. Of course, I take coupons that my wife hands me from a newspaper and put them in my pocket.
And then forget about it.
Yes, sir. You do the same thing, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I think we all do. Daryl?
I get them handed to me, but I just don't use them.
Yeah, I don't either. Kevin? No. Yeah, he doesn't even use them. I mean, you don't even try with them.
Oh, but I do try.
I do try.
I use them occasionally, yes.
Yeah.
If there's something very important, because you can really save a lot of money. It's a damn good idea.
No, it is. It's a terrific idea. And updating it so that you can use your iPhone or Android or mobile device of one kind or another seems to me, Scott, to be state of the art.
Yeah, guys, look, the Americans last year saved $29 billion, that's with a B, on digital coupons. So it's a very big category. That's 10% of e-commerce. It's a very, very big category. It's growing at over 40% on the desktop and over 100% on mobile. And mobile, for the reasons you say, is the new frontier will be having it on your phone and having it be with an app, location-based, and then letting you scan that coupon at checkout. Right? We have a ton of in-store coupons.
Scott, when we come back, we're going to talk about the digital explosion of shopping for this year of holiday shopping. I'm Mark Alyn, along with scott-garell, the CEO of Goodshop. We've got Dr. Hans Kugler and the insane Daryl Wayne and Kevin Stern, all here in studio, and we are here with Late Night Health. Join us at latenighthealth.com.
Have you ever needed a flashlight and reached into a drawer to find your flashlight is dead, and then go to put in new batteries only to find the insides are all corroded? Now Hybrid Light has created a solar-powered flashlight that requires no batteries and also charges your cell phone. Hybrid lights are durable, waterproof, and hold a charge in the dark for up to 7 years, and perfect for any emergency or everyday use. Now you can get your own Hybrid Light today for only $34.95, and if you mention health, you'll receive a Hybrid Light headlamp absolutely free. That's our durable Hybrid Light with a free headlamp for only $34.95. A value of $60, only $34.95. Call us today at 800-297-8109. That's 800-297-8109 to get this special Hybrid Light offer today. 800-297-8109, 800-297-8109. In the promo code box, type in HELP. 800-297-8109.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-790-7570. That's 1-800-790-7570. Again, 1-800-790-7570. Call now.